Bank Premier League at Pittodrie on Saturday, and both sides started this one on excellent runs of form. The Dons had won their last 3 in the SPL, and Hearts were unbeaten in their last 7, winning 5 of those and drawing the other 2. No Lee Mayer for Aberdeen as Ricky Foster returned after 6 weeks with Mayer on the bench. De Vischer, McDonald, Kerr and Alukoa settled midfield, and no change to the Miller-Mackey partnership in attack. No Bruno Aguiar for Hearts, so a chance for Michael Stewart to return in midfield alongside Kingston and Driver, with Naddy up front on his own. 2 of that back 4 were to find themselves suspended afterwards for next week's Edinburgh derby. The commentary from Jock Brown.
A brand new enthusiasm about Pittodrie these days in view of the recent excellent form they've had, and facing a major test here against Hearts on an equally good recent run. Injury stoppage here straight away. It's a moment of anxiety without doubt, and there's some concern being shown immediately here by referee Ian Brines. So concern here being shown for Charlie Mulgrew, injured straight away with an awkward landing there in the first challenge he made in the match. Andy Considine is coming on to replace Charlie Mulgrew. Good leap there by Miller. De Vischer helps it on. Mackey 1-on-1 with the keeper. Chance for Aberdeen. Great goalkeeping by Ballach. Well, the first clear chance of the match. Excellent build-up play there by Aberdeen, releasing Darren Mackey 1-on-1 with the keeper. The keeper stayed big, stayed on his feet long enough to make that excellent save. That's better, much better play. It's a brilliant goal by Lee Miller for Aberdeen. They have the lead. A beautifully worked free kick straight from the training ground, and that's why the players are so elated. But it's a stunning volley from Miller. That was top class. Zelyukas caught late there by Mackey. That was not necessary, nor was Zelyukas indicating there he wanted a yellow card shown. Now I wonder if the referee will show one to Zelyukas. That's excellent. Absolutely right. Well, Mackey was late with the challenge, that warranted attention, but Zelyukas did not need to be asking for a yellow card. There's Mackey being eased off the ball by Zelyukas. Well, Zelyukas brushed him aside there. It was a very hazardous move this by Zelyukas. It could in fact have resulted in a penalty kick being given. Severn into space, Miller is onside. Great chance here for Aberdeen second. Still Lee Miller. Fine save by Ballach. Well, once again, Hearts caught napping, caught very square as the ball came forward, and it's a very good attempt on goal. Crowded 6-yard box. The referee's not at all happy. There's a bit of trouble in there. Well, temper's rising once again. Nadé being held back by referee Brines. That's a very hazardous course of action by the referee. Well, while that corner kick was being prepared, there were about 8 players in the penalty box. Sensing Driver coming in behind him, that's for Darren Mackey. This should settle it. No penalty. Michael Stewart's challenge. It looked like a foul. Referee Brines, a controversial figure, says no. Darren Mackey looked to be fouled there.
I thought our passing was poor first 10-15 minutes, but we settled down. But even saying that, we had 2 best chances. Darren Mackey was right through. The keeper's made a good save, and then he made a chance for himself. The keeper saved that again, and we got a breakthrough. Wonderful goal. I believe it was worked in the training ground.
Especially in the first half, we dominated the game, and from the free kick, Aberdeen, he was successful, a very good shoot. But okay, I think if you lose the game, you cannot talk about a fantastic performance. You must accept, and we must look to prepare the team for the next game.
When Zelyukas get the first yellow for asking for a yellow for an opponent,
wonderful refereeing.
I thought so too. I must confess that was great refereeing. But is that something you talk to your players about and say, look, that sort of thing is not acceptable?
I would fine my players for that.
Well, 4 league wins in a row for Aberdeen for the first time in 3.5 years. And the goal which decided this game, Jim Duffy, came from this free kick.
Yeah, well, Jimmy said it's at the training ground. I'm not quite sure if he's played it for a volley at the training ground. I would guess he's probably tried to stick it onto Lee's head and maybe hit it across the goal because he just slips a little bit Scott Severin. But what a fantastic finish from a player who has been in outstanding form this year. I mean, he loses his mark to Christoph Baer. I think Christoph thinks he's going to make it a run across him. He checks away. But Lee Miller, as I said, has been in terrific form the whole season, and another top-class goal. And when you've got strikers in form like Lee Miller and Darren Mackey, Mark, it makes a difference.
Yeah, a good partnership. I think that's been the key to the resurgence of an Aberdeen side. I think top of the table on current form with St Mirren, creating chances as well. Fantastically taken goal there from Miller, and Mackey on a better day could have had a couple of goals himself. So I think all is a lot better up at Pittodrie at the moment.
Certainly is. Marius Saliukis will now miss the Edinburgh Derby because he received a red card in this match, but not before he received a yellow card here, Jim, for asking for the Aberdeen player to be booked. Now, we saw Pedro Mendes doing that at Ibrox. He didn't get a yellow card. This player did.
Yeah, I think that's the frustration. But, I mean, we know Saliukis is, Lithuanian, and I think that, it's probably accepted in that part of the country. But he's been here long enough to know that. But when this comes in here, there's obviously a wee, head-to-head confrontation with, I think, Saliukis and Considine, but I think it's the other way around. I think Considine puts his head towards him. I don't think it's a send-off for either of them, but I really do feel Saliukis is harshly treated there. I think, Mark, you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Considine is the man that puts the head on Saliukis. I think, it's just gets that completely wrong. I don't know if you can appeal on a straight red, but that is a straight red, violent conduct. So I don't know where they're going to go with that one, but it's definitely mistaken identity.
As Mark said earlier, it's a good run for Aberdeen, and they face Celtic and Rangers in the SPL in the next few weeks. Yeah, I mean, obviously, in particular up at Pittodrie now, at the start of the season they couldn't buy a win. Now, it's back to being a fortress up there. And we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, Jim, but they've been slow burners, Aberdeen, and they're gradually just creeping towards that European spot. I think as the old firm, the new firm are once again back in the fold. Yep, that's Aberdeen.